The Godfather, Jake Nichols, comes into qualifying session number 2 with the top spot. Meanwhile, points leader Nick Anderson is searching for a top 5 finish. On a course that's been a home wrecker, will the points leader make up ground, or will he end up singing the Bloomsburg Blues? From the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, it's the A&A Auto Store's four-wheel Jamboree Nationals. Welcome to the front stretch of the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds, where last night Tim Conway went for a wild ride in the Border Patrol Ford Ranger tough truck. Coming across the finish line, he snapped off the right front tire and violently tumbled down the end of the racetrack. Standing by with him in the pits, and more on this story, is my colleague, Tim Howard.
Hi, we're over here with Tim Conway, who had a disastrous day, a scary day, a day that not many racers like to see happen to anybody else, and definitely not a friend. Man, you scared the crap out of us with that end-over pirouette kind of accident you had yesterday, man. How you feeling today, and what can you share with us about it?
Just, I'm a little sore in the neck. Everything else is okay. I got the seatbelt burns, I guess you want to say, and it's just one of those unfortunate things that by the time you get out, your first thought is, I'm okay, where's my family?
Yep.
Everyone did what they were supposed to do. I have to thank them for that, and it's only a truck,
Yeah, I know that, and I know you got you kind of was out there taking a little bit of a nap, kind of getting your thoughts back together, and we all got the thumbs up that you were okay and stuff, but it was scary, and I'm sure it was for you also. I know it's just a truck and it's just a piece of metal, and thank God and everybody else that you're okay today, man, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. The truck was looking awesome. I mean, you were putting down a hell of a run. You stayed right up with no boundaries there, and I'm kind of sad that we couldn't see you the rest of the weekend, but man.
It happens, It's part of the game. If you can't understand that whatever you have can be junk in a matter of moments, racing's not for you.
We're just so glad you're okay, man. And we wish you the best of luck and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Right. Come hang out with us, man.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Nick. Back to you, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you, we were all very happy to see Tim Conway climb out of that wreck. Unfortunately, though, that'll be the last roar for the old Border Patrol Ford. That chassis is twisted and bent. Hey, the Godfather is sitting number 1 after qualifying session 1. Session 2 about to get underway.
This Back Channel Productions program is presented in part by Monsters Monthly. For up-to-date show and ticket info, articles, event breakdowns, and a wide selection of photo and video galleries, visit monstersmonthly.com. This Back Channel Productions program is presented in part by Crush This. For an inside look at the world of monster trucks, check out Crush This, available on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Back at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, getting ready for session number 2 with the modified tough trucks qualifying. These are the times after session 1. You can see Jake Nichols sitting up on top of the pack. What you don't see, Nick Anderson or Pat Winchester are 1 and 2 in points. They are still trying to find their way into the top of this field. Speaking of Team Foy Toy, Mike Leupold in the Warhorse just put a huge hole shot on Seamus Conway and the McManus Ford. Remember, this is a new truck for this year for Mike Leupold. He absolutely destroyed the old short wheelbase Warhorse that was sort of the twin truck to the Foy Toy machine of Jake Nichols. Leupold built this extended front end Bronco, and he is making tracks right now on Seamus Conway. Real smooth run as Leupold heads onto the front stretch. He'll come over these last 2 jumps, and I think he may have have just bettered the time. We will wait and see what the official word is. Seamus Conway just now making his way onto the front stretch. Probably will not get him in the field just yet. He'll have one more shot to make the top 16 to get into the eliminator bracket. But check this out. Mike Leupold, new fast time, 42.468 to take the number 1 spot from the Godfather, his teammate Jake Nichols. And Seamus Conway, 6 and change outside of the top 16 right now. So we will get ready to bring up our next pair, and it's none other than our 1 and 2 in points, Nick Anderson, the bright red Buckeye, bow tie, Central Ohio Tires Chevrolet. He's currently sitting number 1 in points. He absolutely dominated the field in Lima, Ohio, but he hasn't quite found the formula here in one qualifying session in Bloomsburg. We'll see if he can do it this afternoon. Tim Howard talked to him earlier.
All right, we're over here with Nick Anderson with a Central Ohio Tires Chevy tough truck. Man, Ohio was nice to you. You blistered that track, man. How you feeling coming into this one with the points lead from the last Jamboree?
Well, I felt pretty good when we got here, but as of last night, we're not doing so good. But we're hoping to pick that up today, and we got 2 qualifiers today, so we'll see what we can do today.
I know that track's a little bit kind of goofy out there with the grass and the stone and everything else that's going on. I figured you're just out there kind of taking it easy, learning the track, and today you might push a little harder on that right pedal. Should we be expecting that out of you?
Yeah, you'll be expecting that for sure. I actually had a penalty, hit a Yodock on the way back around the tire, so that kind of screwed me out of a good time. So we'll see how it goes.
It's okay, though. You get the Yodock hit out of the way. I know that, all these jamborees put them Yodocks out. Get it out of the way early. Now you go out and have a couple good, clean runs, and we'll come visit you on the podium later.
Yep, we sure hope so. I got to thank all my sponsors, Central Ohio Tire, of course, Shock and Trucking, Taylor Farms, Kendrick Excavating, my beautiful girlfriend, Amanda, my baby boy, Brodix, and my daughter, Caitlin. She's not here to this weekend. Mom and Dad, of course, and everybody else that helps me around the shop and help make everything possible.
Well, thank you for putting the sponsors in there. I know as an old racer, the sponsors are very important. Not just for the moral support and the financial support, but it really helps a race program go on. And, of course, the family, that's the most important thing, because this is a family event.
Yeah, exactly. She puts up with it more than anybody I ever know could ever put up with, me being in the shop late at night every night. So. Yeah. But we get there. Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best of luck today, and we'll come see you again. All right, man? You have a great day. Thank you. All right, Nick, back to you, buddy.
Nick Anderson is a real quiet guy, but he's got a real heavy right foot, especially when you line him up next to the mental case of Pat Winchester. These two guys, real good friends in the pits, but not when you line them up side by side, and they are even coming over the first 2 jumps. Still side by side as they head for the tunnel. Remember, Winchester will have the outside turn coming back onto the front stretch, so if he wants to lay down the faster time, he's going to have to make a gap. He throws dust all over the place as they head back toward the tunnel. A little bobble for Anderson. Winchester putting a gap between himself and the Chevrolet. But Anderson countering back a little bit, gaining back some ground, real sideways, and he comes down off of that jump. What a pair of runs, and look at that, your new fast time, 40.754 to a 40.960. So those will be your 1 and 2 as of right now. That is exactly what those guys were looking for. I know Anderson would have liked to have been first over the finish line, but you can't say enough about the driving job. Look at the wild landing off of the second jump. Well, the first jump heading back. Rear end of the truck coming around to the right, gets into the throttle. A little bit of mud there. He actually gains traction. Those buckshots digging in, and he drives it back out. Kept it right there with Winchester and gave Pat all he wanted. More coming up from Bloomsburg. Stay with us.
At the beginning,
Back at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, continuing with qualifying session number 2 in the Tough Trucks Challenge. Snugging up to the starting line, that is Joey Bates in Purple Rage against Tony Martinez, Dodging Bullets Ford. Pretty good pairing right here. Martinez changed over to electronic fuel injection this year, so he's just working out a few bugs in his new setup. I guarantee you by the time we get to Indy, maybe by the end of this weekend, he could be one of the fastest guys on this track. Right now, hanging right with Joey Bates in Purple Rage. Bates, very, very quick coming out of the loop, headed into the tunnel. The rear end stepping on him a little bit. Tony Martinez, though, giving him a good run. A little bit slow right there. But Bates is getting some hang time back there. As he heads for the finish line, Martinez not getting quite what he wanted. Joey Bates launching it across the finish line. Wow. Not a bad time at all. 42.880 to put him in the number 4 spot. Tony Martinez going to the number 12 spot of the 45.233. He's looking for a little more. He will probably get it by tonight. We'll have another qualifying session coming up in another edition of Monster Power. But let's watch this finish line launch again. Bates just pulling the trigger on the big purple Dodge. Flying over the transponder. Now, Al Varner, AJ's Transmissions Bounty Hunter, taking on Travis Stevens. One last shot. Ray Ford, Chevy-powered Ford, pair of Buckeye Bandits on the track together. Should be a pretty even matchup as they head into the field to get ready to make the right turn into the tunnel. Both of them looking pretty smooth to this point. Maybe a bit of an edge to Varner. Stevens lost a little bit in the loop out there. The truck not quite responding the way he was wanting it to. Still a good run going. Al Varner making his way back onto the front stretch. A little bobble as he came out, but it still should be a good time. Both of those guys laying down some nice smooth runs. See what the times are. Good enough to put Al Varner in the number 3 spot in a 41.336 and a 43.084. Take the number 6 spot, so a respectable time for Travis Stevens. I know he wants a little bit more out of that truck. Still working with a little bit here in 2019. Had a pretty good finish in 2018, but you know he'd love to end this season in the number 1 spot in the Tough Trucks Challenge now. Brett Sponenberg and Beer Money taking on the Flying Dutchman. Scott Roth, Lucky 13. Couple of drivers that are not afraid to push their trucks to the limits and beyond. They are side by side heading onto the backstretch. See if either one can gain an advantage. They are still so close as they head back into the tunnel together. Brett Sponenberg with a bit of a lead right now. Good run for both trucks. Sponenberg getting some hang time. A little bobble right there, and the truck cuts to the outside. He had such a good run going. He's all over the right side of that jump. That will be a penalty, and he comes over the left side of the finish line jump. Scott Roth will take the number 5 spot at a 44.459. Sponenberg, yeah, with the penalty right there, will end up in the 13th position. Man, he had a good run going. That was slated to be one of the closest pairings of the session, but Sponenberg, when he got on the gas, the rear end of the truck headed around left, which pitched the front end right. He just drove off the side of the jump there. Did a good job hanging on to it. We lost him in the dust. He ended up on the left-hand side of the finish line jump. And again, unfortunately, we'll stick him in the number 13 spot. There you see Joe Bates Sr. in the Silver Bullet Ford Ranger up against the wild-looking 41 Rocket. That's Craig Prouty out of Ohio. A lot of bounce in the rear end of the Silver Bullet Ford. You have to wonder if that's hurting him trying to get set up for these jumps. Rowdy looking real good. He's kicking dust up all over the place on the backstretch there. See what the little white Chevrolet has for a time. He's got a real nice run going right now. I don't think it's going to put him in the number 1 spot. A little problem right there. He almost got into the K-rails. Joe Bates pitching it over on the nose. Rowdy going to the number 7 spot. Not a bad run at all for the 41 Rocket. They'll definitely get him in the field. Joe Bates, well, he'll take the 13th spot away from Brett Sponenberg, so the Ranger will knock the Bronco down to 14th. And we will be back to Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Monster Power is the place for all the action of the 2019 Lucas Oil 4-Wheel Jamboree Series. Here's a look at the times. As of right now in session number 2, Pat Winchester sitting on top, followed by Nick Anderson. They're your 1 and 2 in points, and your 1 and 2 in qualifying right now. Then it's Al Varner, Mike Loopold, and Joey Bates in Purple Rage. The Godfather, Jake Nichols, got knocked out of that number 1 spot, and he got during session number 1. He'll be coming up in a moment. But right now, we're going to take a look at some runs that went on a little bit earlier. Paul Hack on the Swamp Donkey, another member of Team Foy Toy, taking on a legend in the sport, John Koss, in the Violator out of Pennsylvania. Koss having one of the best runs he's had all weekend long, but right here, spins it out in the corner. I'm not sure if there was a steering problem or he just got into some loose dirt. It seemed like the car came back around for a minute toward the finish, and Paul Hackle laid down a huge top-end charge. Ends up at the 15th spot. Not quite what he was looking for, but it did get him in the field. So we took a look at John Yoder in the under-pressure Cherokee and Thomas Fowles in the little green Ford Ranger called Mad Money. Pennsylvania in the green, Ohio in the red. Both these guys will be real quick to tell you that they are a bit underpowered. But both of them not afraid to drive the wheels off their tough trucks. Fowles having some problems there in the inside lane. He'll have a shot at the outside lane when we come back for our third qualifying session later on tonight. I'll be on another edition of Monster Power. Look for that as we get right back to it. Our final pairing for the day. This is going to be a good one. Scott Martin right there and hauling ass, taking on the Godfather, Jake Nichols in the Foy Toy. Pair of Team Foy Toy legends right here on the track. Both of these trucks fly real flat too, so you'll see them hitting the jumps harder than some of the other guys might. Just different techniques. Something Pat Winchester said to us earlier in the year, you set your truck up for your driving style, not the other way around. Jake Nichols right now is laying down an awesome run. Scott Martin not doing too bad either, but the lead is with the little white Bronco. Backs off a little bit, coming out of the tunnel. Let's see if he can get the number 1 time back. Nichols with a real hard charge coming down to the end. What a leap for the Foy Toy. He'll get the number 5 spot coming out of session number 2. Scott Martin will end up in 11th with a bobble coming down the final straight. Gonna get another look at that. Watch it. Both dirt tracking out of there. Martin with a hard landing on the nose, but look at Jake Nichols clear the starting line. Might have been about a 90-foot leap right there. Huge launch for Jake Nichols. To wrap things up here today, Pat Winchester sits in the number 1 spot, followed by Nick Anderson Al Varner, Mike Loophole, Jake Nichols, Joe Bates Sr., and Silver Bullet sitting on the bump spot right now. These guys have one more shot to get in the field if they have it, and one more shot to better their time and try to get a few more points on their season overall, because remember, the qualifying rounds are worth points. More tough trucks, more monster trucks, and the mud bogs still to come from here in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. We will see you next time.